Most Muslim comedy seems to usually center around the idea of Muslims being profiled for being possible terrorists. If I were a Muslim comedian, I think I would model my comedy on Rodney Dangerfield, who is Jewish. I think I'd be a Muslim Rodney Dangerfield, but make it more universal. I'd say, boy, as Muslims, we get no respect at all. I mean, whenever I tell non-Muslims that I want to get ahead in the world, they run off screaming. No respect at all. I mean, whoever thought shouting "Allah is greater" in a crowded theater would be worse than shouting "fire"? No respect at all, I tell you. Yesterday, I was taking my wife to her first kindergarten class, and her teacher asked me if I beat her. Well, I don't beat my wife. Maybe smack her around, but it's not like I'm going to go Bridges TV on her with Quran 1874 through 81 in mind. I tell you, we as Muslims would get no respect. No respect at all. Oh, this morning, before I washed my nose out, I sneezed, and Satan flew out of it. Satan flew out of my nose. Well, it was either Satan or a booger. I can never tell for sure. I don't know about you, but if Satan does sleep in all our noses at night, I still smell terrible whether I wash my nose out 3 times or not. Some wise guy asked me if Satan is sleeping in my nose at night. I said, no, it's not. No, he's not. He's not. Yeah. Oh, well. That shut him up. Oh, I'm talking about my nose that smells terrible, not myself. Take my camel, please. Oh, why did the Muslim cross the road? He didn't want the 72 virgins just yet when the IED went off. Take my goat, please. Oh, speaking about goats, I think I could kick a goat for knowing that one goat ate away the passage of the Quran that allows us guys to suckle women's breasts to fight off sexual temptation. Thank you, Mr. Goat. Not only do you eat away a part of the Quran doing the impossible, you kill Mr. Praise be unto him, Muhammad, when he ate a poisoned version of you. Killed our beloved prophet by making him feel like his aorta, his main artery was being severed. It's impossible if you think about it. It's like Islam has a trinity of its own. Allah, Muhammad, and the Holy Goat. But hey, Allah knows best, right? Oh, yesterday, after picking up my other wife out of the sandbox, I read that the sun really does seek permission of Allah before it rise again after it sets in the muddy spring like the Quran Hadith teach. Of course, the guy who wrote that said he was not a Muslim, that he was just trying to get us to believe he was another Yusuf Estes, so he could get a lot of Saudi money by pretending to be a Christian who converted to Islam. When asked why he wasn't a Muslim, the dirty dog said, because we are never blood clots as embryos, not even for 40 seconds, let alone for 40 days like the Hadith teaches. Not even for 40 seconds, he said. Well, I'm not going to get angry at that bastard. In all his other book, the Bible, or as the Christians now call it, the before our scriptures, the Quran says it confirms and reminds, it says vengeance belongs to Allah. So I'll have Allah get revenge on the kafir. Trouble is the Quran also says, or as our brother Muslim in the White House calls it, the Holy Quran, well, as it also says, one day to Allah is 1,000 years of what we count. Yes, one day to Allah is 1,000 years of what we count. So I'll have to do some waiting for Allah to take their revenge. Boy, will I. Yes, I call Allah there. I do that to show my respect for Allah, being that Allah shows respect to himself. I call himself we and our and us, the royal plural thing. I know shirk is the worst of the thing too, Allah, but hey, Allah knows best, right? Hey, aren't you glad Muhammad flew the Al-Barak up into heaven to talk Allah down from 50 prayers a day to the current 5? Aren't you glad Mr. Praise be unto him flew that human-headed, winged donkey-like creature with the tail of a peacock up into heaven after visiting the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem to talk Allah down after listening to Musa? I know I'm supposed to say, no, I wish Muhammad didn't talk Allah down from 50 prayers a day to the current 5, but hey, my feet are going to be dirty again right when I walk out of the mosque. Oh, by the way, why did the boulder carrying clothing cross the road? Answer, because Allah wanted people to see someone naked running after it and attacking the running boulder for taking off with his clothes. Man, I tell you, we as Muslims, we get no respect at all. Oh, last week, did you feel the earthquake? Good thing Allah placed down mountains on the earth or the giant fish. none, that the Earth is spread out on might have really done some damage here with its agitation. I talked with a brother yesterday to find out what he thought of that shaker, but he said he's more interested in the study of ants. He said he's on the verge of finding out the chemical odors of ants that spells out for an ant. Oh, ants, get to your dwelling places, so that you aren't crushed by Solomon and his troops as they perceive not. Like the Quran says, an ant calls out to its fellow ants described in that surah called the ants. I told him to get back at me when he finds out what oh ants smells like. Yeah, because, ants communicate through chemicals, odors, Hey, you've been a great audience. Bye.